Okay, let's talk about number one. Okay, so it is exponential function. Okay, so whenever you have to simplify the expression exponent notation, and you think about the negative power means reciprocal, which means you're going to change upside down, which means like your numerator will be denominator and denominator will be numerator. Okay, look at the first problem. 4 power negative 3. So we're going to take care of the negative power first. Okay. The negative power means upside down, right? So 4 will be 1/4. Okay. So let's start from there. Okay. It is equal to 1 over 4 cubed. I just used negative sign only. Okay. So we still have cubed. And what is, like 4 cubed, right? It is 64. So the answer is 1 over 64. This is the simplest form. Okay. Then what about second one? Oh, power to the power. Okay, so whenever you have like that exponential exponent situation, then you have to multiply your exponent. Okay, your power. Okay, so this can be written by 5 to the negative 2 times negative 1, which is equal to 5 squared. That is 25. Okay, and C, as I did before, we're going to take care of the negative power first, which is negative power. Then we're going to do the reciprocal for 7 over 9, which is 9 over 7. So this is 9 over 7 squared now. Okay, that power square is working for each term separately. Okay, so which means that is 9 squared over 7 squared. It is equal to 81 over 49. Is that okay? And what about D? So like terms. Okay, if they have the same base, like then we can combine. Okay, so as you can find here, the first two term has the same base, which is x, right? Then product of like exponent number, then it is equal to x to the exponent plus exponent. Okay, so that is x to the cube plus 9, and we are not going to do anything for y squared. Okay, so the answer is x to the 12 and y squared. Is that okay? And E is fraction, right? Fraction case is the same thing with the product. As long as they have same base, for this case is y, right? Then you're going to do the subtraction of your exponent, okay? So I'm talking about this term, right? We are not going to do anything for x, but for y term, we're going to do 3 minus 6. Then that is equal to x times y negative 3. Oh, we still have negative power, right? Then we're going to put it as the denominator, okay, with positive power. So x over y cubed. That is the simplest form, okay? And f, okay? So we're going to take it step by step, okay? First of all, coefficient 4. There is nothing to do for this case, right? So we have 4. And the first one is base x, right? As we talked about it, the fraction means subtraction of your exponent, right? It is x to the negative 5 minus 3. But what about y? There we go. It is y to the 2 minus 1. Then when you simplify this one, it is 4 x to the negative 8 and y. Y to the 1, we do not write the like power 1, right? It is just omitted, right? And then since we have still negative power for x, then we're going to put it as the denominator. So the answer is 4y over x to the 8. And what about g? Step by step, okay? Coefficient first. Oh, we have coefficient negative 4, and the second term has 2, right? Then we're going to multiply negative 4 and 2 first, okay? It is negative 8. That's great. You done the number first, okay? And then find the like terms. Oh, we have like 2 x term, x squared and x, right? And as I told you, there is no power, which means this like there is 1, right? So that is x to the 2 plus 1, right? Then what about y term? Y to the 8 and y to the negative 3. So it is addition, right? Y to the 8 plus negative 3, or just like subtract 3 as well. So that is equal to negative 8 x cubed and y to the 5, okay? So please keep that in mind. Whenever I draw the snowman, can you find like that snowman? It is not snowman, but it's 8, okay? So what about number H, okay? 23 coefficient. There is only one coefficient, so you don't have to do anything. So we can just write your coefficient 23. And then look at that. It looks a little bit weird, but your base is x plus 1, which is same thing, right? Even if it's not single number or single variable, it doesn't matter. As long as they have same, like for this case, it's x plus 1, they have same base, okay? Then we're going to follow the same rule. So it is x plus 1, the power will be added. So simplest form is 23 x plus 1 to the 9, okay? You don't have to distribute for this, okay? It is crazy, okay? And what about I? It is same situation, okay? Look at that. All three terms has the same base, which is x plus y. Oh, no. I was wrong, okay? X plus y cubed is just single one, okay? You are not going to do anything, okay? But these things, they have same base, which is x plus z, right? Then we're going to follow the like exponent rule, right? So it is x plus z and power will be subtracted. Is that okay? So this is equal to x plus y, but keep that in mind. If they have like different base, you are not going to do anything, okay? And then still we have negative power, then I'm going to put that one as denominator, but keep that in mind. That moment, you have to change the sign of your exponent, right? It is equal to x plus y cubed over x plus z power 12, okay? So now let's talk about this one, okay? Look at that. There is coefficient 3 to the negative 2 and denominator 4, right? But 3 to the negative 2 means it's negative power, then we're going to put as denominator. Then change your sign of exponent, right? Which means 1 over 3 squared, okay? So let me take care of the coefficient first, okay? It is 1 over 3 squared, and we still have 1/4, okay? We're going to take care of this one later, okay? And then now, even if it's not in order, and we have to try to find the like terms, okay? Here we go. X to the 8 and x to the 5, okay? It is like term, then we can take it this way, which is x to the 8 minus 5, right? Fraction, I mean quotient, then it must be subtraction of your exponent, right? And what about y term? It is just product, right? Then we know that can be take care like this way, right? So let me simplify this, okay? 3 squared is 9. 9 times 4 is 36, right? 1 over 36, x cubed, and y 13. That's it. Or you can just write as one single fraction. Either, doesn't matter, okay? So what about k? Same thing. Oh, we have 8 to the negative one on your denominator. Then, like when you use the negative sign, it will be reciprocal, which means your denominator 8 will be numerator 8, okay? So your coefficient will be just 8. Is that okay? And then what about x term? Let me use red color for this one. This guy and this guy. These are only the like term for x, which is x to the 2 minus 1. And what about y term? Oh, we have just like y on your denominator. Let me write separately, okay? And then z term. This guy and this guy, right? It is z 7 minus 2 because it is quotient, right? And almost there. It is equal to 8x to the 1 and 1 over y and z to the 5, which is 8x z to the 5 over y, okay? Then what about L? As I told you, with the parentheses and power, that power square is working for each term separately, okay? So this must be like this kind of distribution, right? So that is equal to 5 squared and x to the negative 4 squared. Is that okay? So 5 squared is 25. And x to the negative 4 squared, as I told you, it will be negative 4 times 2, which is 25x to the negative 8. Then since it's negative power, we can put it down like that way. Is that clear? Okay. M. Again, then we're going to take care coefficient and like term separately. But before then, Look at that, second term. It is 10xy to the square with the parentheses, right? As we did in the previous problem, we're going to take care of the square first. It is working for each term separately, okay? I'm talking about kind of distribution, but for this case, keep that in mind. Square is working for 10, x, and y, totally separately, okay? So let me write this again. The first term is just like, write again. Then we're going to take care of this later. And second parenthesis, it will be 10 squared, x squared, and y squared. Okay, let me simplify one more time. Okay, it is equal to 9x squared and y negative 2, and it is 100 x squared and y squared. Okay, now it is time to take care the coefficient and like term separately. Okay, coefficient. Oh, there is 9 times 100. We know what that is, right? 9 times 100 is 900. And then let me take care x term. Can you see like blue underline? So it is product, which means we're gonna add up your exponent, right? And then y term, right? Same thing, we're gonna add up this y exponent, right? And then that is equal to 900 x to the 4 and y negative 4. Since y has the negative power, we're gonna put it down as denominator, okay? So finally, we can write this one as 900 x to the 4 over y to the 4. Even they have same power, there's nothing to do, okay? Since they have like different base, there's no way to combine or simplify, okay? So what about next one? We have a lot of example, right? Here we go. So we go do step by step, okay? Even look at the next problem, number of problem n, okay? When you look at denominator, oh, parentheses and power, then we can start from there, okay? As I told you, it must be distributed, okay? So it is good. Let me write your numerator one more time. And over, as I told you, this cubed will be distributed, right? It will be y to the 4 times 3 and z to the negative 2 times 3. Whenever you have negative number, I strongly recommend use the parentheses. Otherwise, you can easily make a mistake, okay? So we are here now, okay? It is equal to x to 4, y cubed, and z over y 12 and z minus 6. Then, okay, look at x term. Oh, there's no like term. Then that's it. So we have x to 4 as the answer, okay? But what about y? This guy, okay? Definitely you're gonna subtract your exponent, right? And then the last one, it is also subtraction, okay? So let me write again, okay? It is x to 4 times y to the, let me use different color, sorry about that. It is y to the 3 minus 12 less than z term is z to the 1 minus is because it's quotient, right? So that is equal to x to 4 times y negative 9 and z to the 7. Then since we have like negative power for y, we can put it down as denominator. It is x to 4, z to the 7, and y 9. That is the simplest form with positive power. Is that okay? So what about next one? Okay. So, okay, we go do the same thing, okay? And this negative 2 will be distributed like to the 3, x, and z term, okay? So this can be written by 3 to the negative 2, x to the negative 2, and z term square and negative 2, right? Which is z to the negative 4 over x to the 5 and y negative 8, okay? Let me try to simplify first, then we're going to take care of the negative power. Is that okay? So that can be written by 3 negative 2 and x term, right? Is x to the negative 2 minus 5. And, oh, no more, right? That's it. Then let me write like this way. And y term is negative power on your denominator. Then we can move up with the positive power, right? And g to the negative 4. Just step by step, okay? And then we know 3 to the negative 2 is 1 over 3 squared, and the x term is x to the negative 7, and y to the 8, and z to the negative 4, okay? Then 1 over 3 squared is 1 over 9, and x to the negative power will be denominator, and z to the negative 4 will be denominator as well, okay? So it is y to the 8, that is only one term, which will be on your numerator, and denominator we have like 9, x to the 7, and z to the 4. Is okay? But actually, like there are like a couple of different way, but like you can find like the best way or like suitable way for you to complete this, okay? But anyway, the order doesn't matter, okay? But like as long as you take care all the negative power and coefficient and like like terms, and that'll be fine, okay? Then what about P? Ooh, it looks a little bit complicated, but for this case, I think we should take care the inside of parentheses first, then we're going to take care of negative power. It's okay, negative 3 power, okay? So x is done. Oh, no, not done, okay? But there is another term. Oh, I just confused because this is not in order, right? You see, that is x term, okay? So we can write x to the 5 minus 6, right? And then y term, y negative 3 and y, which means y to the negative 3 minus 1, okay? And z term, this guy, and z to the minus 2. Then since it's like fraction, I mean quotient, and we're gonna subtract no matter what, okay? And to the power negative, we are here now, okay? Simplify a little bit, okay? It is equal to, we do not need a space here, but we can make it. It is x to the minus 1, y to the negative 4, and z cubed and negative 3. As I told you, this negative 3 will be distributed, okay? And then multiply the power, right? So that is equal to x to the negative 1 times negative 3, which is positive 3, and y to the negative 4 times negative 3, which is positive 12, and z to the 3 times negative 3, which is negative 9. So we still have negative power for z term. Then we're going to put it as the denominator. So your final answer is x cubed y to the 12 over z to the 9. Is that clear? Then what about q? Okay, so as I told you, look at your numerator. We're going to take care of the cube first, okay? So that cube will be distributed like this way, okay? So that is equal to x to the negative 7 times 3, negative 7 times 3, which is negative 21, and then y to the 8 times 3, 24, over x to the 12 and y negative 4. So you can easily find the like terms, this guy, right? Then that can be written by x to the negative 21 minus 12 because it's quotient, right? And then the y term with the same base only, right? And y to the 24 minus negative 4, which is plus, right? So that is equal to x to the negative 33 times y to the 28. So the final answer is y to the 28 over x to the 33. Is that okay? And then what about r? Ooh, there are a lot of like negative power, right? So there is two way. You can take care of the inside of fraction first, then take care of negative power, or like take care of the like outside negative power first, okay? So let me try to do outside first, okay? Since we have negative 1 power with the parentheses, I'm gonna multiply all the exponent as negative 1, okay? Then what happened? It is equal to x to the negative 1 times negative 1, which is 1, and y to negative 1 times negative 1 is 1, and over z to negative 1. Is that okay? So we still have negative power in your denominator, then we can move up to the positive power and numerator, right? So the answer is what? X times y times z. That's it, okay? But the other way will be same, okay? Will be same. And it is also simplifying, okay? And what about s? Okay, so let me take care to like each parenthesis first, okay? Look at the first one. Oh, there is cube. Then I have to distribute like this way, right? So your first term will be 6 cubed. Can I do it like directly? 6 cubed is, what is that? 6 squared is 36, and 216, right? 216 times x squared times 3, which is x to the 6, y to the 1 times 3, which is 3. That's it, right? And what about second term? This square is working for x term and 3 and y as well, or separately, okay? So the second term, let me put the parentheses for the first one, and the second one is what? X to the 4 squared, which is x to the 8, and 3 squared is 9, and y squared. That's it, right? So now we're going to take care of coefficient first, which is 216 over 9, right? 216 over 9 is what? 24, right? Okay. So the coefficient is already decided, which is 24. Okay. Then now we're going to take care of the like terms. Okay. So can you find the like term first? X term. There we go. So that is x to the 6 plus 8, which is 14. Okay. Then what about y? Definitely it's like a subtraction because it's quotient, right? 3 minus 1, 2, which is 1. Okay. So your final answer is what? 24 x to 14 and y. We are not going to write the power one, right? And what about t? It is same. It is a little bit complicated, but like trust yourself, okay? You can do it, okay? So there is two way. We can take care of the inside first, then we're gonna take care of the like outside power. I mean like outside of the parentheses, okay? Outside power of the parentheses, okay? Either way, it doesn't matter. But I think it might better to simplify inside first a little bit. Then like we will have like a little bit simpler number. Okay. So for the first term, it is 2/5 is that's it. Okay. We are not going to do anything. Okay. 2/5, and for x term, we have x to 7 over x, which is x6, right? And y term, y negative 3 over y, which is y to the negative 4. And z is in your denominator, then we can put the negative power and just write like this way, and negative power, negative 2 power, okay? Then what about second parenthesis? Do the same thing, okay? 1/4, coefficient just 1/4, right? And x squared over x to the negative 6, right? It's x squared minus minus 6, right? So it is x to the 8 to minus minus 6. Minus minus, which is plus, right? And then y term, y over y, and cancel out, gone, okay? And z term is negative 1 over z, which is negative 1 minus 1, which is z to the negative 2 cubed. That's it, okay? Then keep that in mind. Parenthesis power, that power is working for each term separately, okay? So let me take your first one, okay? What happened? So negative 2 is working for 2 and 5 as well. So it would be 2 over 5, negative 2, and x to the 6 to the negative 2, which is negative 12. As I told you, it will be multiplied, okay? And y to negative 4 times negative 2, which is positive 8, and z positive 2, right? And then second term. Oh, not equal, but is multiplied still. Let me put the parentheses, big parentheses for the first term, okay? And second term, 1/4 cubed, 24. Are you reading so far? Okay. Then we have to simplify a little bit more, okay? So it is equal to, so look at the first term, 2/5 to the minus 2, then reciprocal, which is 5 half and square, which is 25. Is that okay? And they get 12. Okay. And then 1/4 cubed, right? It is 1 over 64. And almost there, okay? So we're gonna take here the coefficient first, right? What is it? 25 over 4 times 1 over 64, right? So we just simply multiply. There's no way to simplify this one anymore. It is equal to 25 over 256, then x term, x to the minus 12 and x to 24. When you add up 12, negative 12, negative 12 and 24, it is x to 12, right? And what about y term? There's nothing on your second term, right? So we have just y to the 8 only. That's it. What about z term? Square and negative 6, right? So z to the 2 minus negative 6, which is negative 4. Then we're going to put the like a z term because that is the on your denominator because that is the negative power, right? So that is equal to 25 x 12 y 8 over 256 z to the 4. That's it.